Well, hey everybody, I just wanted to try to bring you a quick video. Try not to be too long-winded like I normally am. And what I'm going to show you here is not really anything super new, but it's just a little different. And what it is the primary arms advanced micro dot with rotary knob. This is on an AK mount. I snatched this off one of my AKs. But this is just the standard primary arms micro dot. A lot of you are familiar with. It has the 50,000 hour battery life, push button controls on the top. Pretty basic. These usually go for like $159. Great red dot. Never really had any complaints with it. Definitely does the job. And most people know that primary arms, or I'm going to rephrase that, Holosun. Let me turn this one around. This is a Holosun, is who makes that optic for primary arms. So essentially, this optic by Holosun and this primary arms on the AK mount here is the same. There are some slight differences on the Holosun, very minor. The turrets on the Holosun are slightly deeper. They're kind of sunk down. So I kind of like that. They're a little bit harder to get your fingers on to adjust. But you see how the primary arms, how they really stick up, and I'm always afraid that if you hit that on something, you might could damage the turret. Or the Holosun is a little bit more countersunk. Also, the primary arms, when you take this cap off, you have to use a screwdriver to do the adjustments. Where the Holosun, if you can see that little slot on top of the turret, one on the windage side, you can use that for a tool to make your adjustments. But that's not really what this video is about. That video is about this optic, which came in this box. Just a plain black box. Got some little bit of stuff in there we'll go over in a minute. But the main thing is the optic. And the main difference, or there's actually a couple differences, but essentially these two optics are the same. This one is about $159 and it comes with just the standard low mount. This one is normally in black or flat dark earth. I have the flat dark earth model, but it comes in either color. This one is normally about $150. And it comes with a low mount like this, or the lower 1/3 co-witness mount, which is what I have here going on this this build that I have going. But the main differences are this. I'll start off. This has the push button controls to brighten it. They're both 50,000 hour battery life, where this has the knob. Let me take these covers off. These covers come, all three of these, like I said, they're all made in the same place. They all come with the covers. But this one has the knob. I can get this in focus here for you. So you see you have the 0. First two settings are night vision, and then you just have all your brightness settings all the way up to 11, and then that's it. It won't go back to 0. You have to go back around to go to 0 to cut it off. But with 50,000 hour battery life, you can really just leave this thing on. We all know that. But so that's the one difference. This has the push button, and this has the knob, which this is, like I said, these two models are pretty comparable. They both have the push button. I can go either way on that. The main thing I like about this one is, see, I want to lay this up here. See if I can get this. As you can see, the difference in the turrets. Well, you can look at the windage turrets on the side. You see how small this turret cap is versus how big the flat dark earth one is? I mean, these are much bigger and a lot easier to screw off. They have the adjustment there that's real easy to see. You know, you can't do it with your hand. You have to use a screwdriver. But like the Holosun model on that one, you got the cap. The tool is built into the cap. So like I said, it's not a lot of difference. You know, it comes with the other mount. I'm not sure if that's the way they always are, if this was just a special run I got or what, but really the big differences are you got the push button controls on this one, or the only differences, push button control on this one, you got the knob control on this one. The turrets are much bigger. Let me take these caps off. I'm going to take the caps off both of them for you. Like on this one, you see how I had to kind of struggle there to do it with one hand to get these turret caps off because they're just so small and kind of almost dainty. I mean, I understand once you make the adjustments and you get this thing sighted in, you're not going to touch them. But they're really small, and the way they stick up, you still can't get a grip on them, but I was always afraid something was going to hit them and like snap them off or something. So I like on this, on the Holosun model, or the Holosun this version, the turrets are real short. They're still skinny and hard to get a hold of like this one, but at least they're sunk deep enough that I feel like nothing's going to hit them and break them off. But anyway, and you see this one, I can easily just snatch off with one hand. So you can see there, looking at the caps, that obviously this one's the same. It's the Primary Arms Advanced Micro Dot, and it's just, I think it's called Knob Dial. Look at the box, Rotary Knob Edition. So that's really, you know, they're saying that's the only difference. But now that I've got it, you can see the turrets are pretty different. Same way on the top here. You got the push buttons, and you got that turret, and then you got your other big turret here on top. But that's really all I wanted to show. That may be kind of pointless, but when I went to order this one, I got it on sale. They're normally $149, which I think is very fair for this exact flat dark earth with the mount and all that. The comes with the low mount like this and the higher mount. And I'll get those out in just a second and show you. But even for the normal price of $149, it's a pretty good deal. I mean, there's mounts on the market that cost almost that for these. But anyway, that's pretty much the major differences. I don't really see anything else. Now, this one is not as low profile. See if I can do this. If you look at it from this point of view versus this one, you see how right here where my finger's moving, this one's much lower profile because all this cap does is house the battery. Which they both use a 2032, CR 2032. Where this one is your dial for your magnification. I mean, not your magnification, I'm sorry. For your brightness and for the battery also. So, it is a little bit, sticks out a little bit more. But other than that, I really don't see any difference. Everything else seems to be the same. But nothing against this one. I've had this one for a while, and it's definitely been working good. I've had it on several guns. It's now on a, it's obviously on this AK mount. It goes on my AK over here. This Holosun here, I've had it a while. I've got several others, and I haven't had any problems with them. But this one, like I said, I've got an email that popped up on sale. Got a good deal on it. Came with a mount and everything. I honestly had no clue it was going to come with this mount. I was expecting it just to come with a flat dark earth low mount, and it came with all of this. And I didn't. That was just a mistake on my part. I went back on the red website and was looking, and sure enough, they all come with this. So for $150, you get all of this plus everything else in the box, which I'll show you right now. So it's just a standard little black cardboard box, foam cutout. Comes with a cleaning cloth. Everything comes with that. Comes with a little bit of a red Loctite, which I just use my own. Instruction manual. Some extra screws for where you mount the screws that mount the mount here to the Optic. And then it comes with the low base, which is exactly like the base that's on this one here. See there, obviously this one is in a different color. So when I opened it out of the box, it had this base on it. And like I said, that's what I was expecting it to come with. And I was going to put another base on it that I had laying around. So I was very happy and surprised that it came with this other base. Like I said, I'm sure they changed things up over time. But when I bought this one, it was $159. And it came with just what you see, that Optic right there, nothing else. Just that mount. Which I knew that. And this one came with, you know, both mounts. And it's in flat dark earth. You know, which some people charge more for. I thought that was pretty good, but, you know, anyway, that's what you get in the box. Nothing special there, but it is nice. It does come in both mounts, so if you do want to run it on an AK or maybe go back and forth between different platforms, you can definitely do so. Well, that about wraps it up. Just showing the differences there, the push-button controls and the turret differences. Just wanted to make this. Didn't find a lot of info on this. There's tons of videos and torture tests on the original Primary Arms Advanced Micro Dot. As for the Holosun, but couldn't find nothing on this, I guess, newer model. I don't know how long they've been making it. I don't think very long. I'm on their website all the time, and I haven't seen it but until lately. So that's pretty much the only difference. I'll roll in some still pictures of these side by side comparing, but hopefully this one will last and hold up and do everything that all the other advanced dots and Holosuns have done. I don't see why it would be any different. It seems like a good solid Optic for the money. Anyway, I'll roll in some pictures comparing them. Thanks for watching.